everyone! Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Hi Temperance, hi Lee. Welcome back. Just getting set up. Woo, finally back, finally back. I'm so excited. What mysteries are we going to enter today? Well, we entered Kim apparently. So that's a start. So lots of, I don't know exactly what we're gonna hit today, but lots of little things. And I think while we're here, because we're gonna have to put a point into a physical instrument anyway. Oh.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business.
What is this? You sound energized. I am. I love disco. I'm so happy to be playing it again. Hello, Min. Welcome. Welcome. We're gonna go and try that physical, after we do this, we're gonna try and do that physical instrument check that's in the gym, I think, since we're gonna have to put a point into it anyway. 0. And then we have the thought. I'll decide. I wanna find the. I'm not totally sure what order I want to do everything in, but I want to find the Sunday friend. Okay, I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Oh, hi Aru! Hi Aru! Welcome! I hope you've been doing well. Okay, but the question is, which did they start with, and which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
There's nothing else here. Hi, Too Lazy to Name, welcome! Welcome! What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad. Or that's just speculation. For this one, we don't know anything for sure.
Not quite. You do know that there's something unusual about this company's business model.
Oh, good! Oh, congrats on the new setup, and LC. And the LC translation. Congrats, congrats! Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Oh. Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. Where's the gym here? Yeah. Ah, really congrats. I have a lot of respect for translators, so I'm really proud of everything you did there. Is this contact my... Oh, is this oh, yeah! We finally found him. Contact Mike, I guess. Okay, here's the check. Right?
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
3%. People being proud makes the struggle worth it. I'm glad. I think I don't speak any other languages enough to like be a translator, but I think translation's a real art, and I hope you are being appreciated for your work. Especially because there's a lot going on in Lobotomy Corporation, not just in terms of how well written the dialogue is, but like translating all those mechanics must be a lot. Okay, we're gonna... I'm still not entirely sure who Contact Mike is, but let's put our physical instrument stuff on a little bit. I think is... that. I don't know if we have even anything else that's worth it. Translation's such a cool art. I wish I could do it a little better. Main threshold. Chemistry. Yeah, that's it for... I guess we don't need that anymore. For this. And none of this is minusing it, right? Physical instrument +2. And then my as what? Yeah, and good luck on Library of Ruina as well. I was, cause I've been playing it through again, I was thinking just how, I forget like how long some of the cutscenes are, especially now that we're late in the game. I was like, oh, gotta reserve like half an hour just for all of this. And I think episodes are gonna have to be split more just to deal with all that, everything that's going on. So we can stop this. Oh, okay, I see. Good. So now we can try
the barbell waits patiently
this pathetically.
on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Oh! We go.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
After losing that 97% check, anything can happen, I think. Say nothing, revel in the feeling. Yeah, wow! Ooh!
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
Yes.
Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Good technique.
Oh, thank you, Kim. Okay, that didn't lead to much, but I'm glad we did it. Now we can... Now I want to go look for this everybody's favorite character, the Sunday friend. Oh, actually, there's some stuff I wanted to do around here while we're here first. Let's put our faves back on, though. Close. Gotta get conceptualization. And then... It gives modifiers for other quests. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. Oh yeah, maybe because we proved our strength. Oh yeah, it says it feels like we can do everything. It'd be nice if that... Closure. It'd be nice if that helped with the other check. So I decided, gonna talk to Kuno. Like an IRL. True realism. I was thinking about it. I wanted to try telling... One, I want to see if John says anything about the gun. And I wanted... Since I guess he knows we didn't have it.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
I guess not. It's been a while since I caught up. We are now fancy compared to the days we could steal any and all clothes we see. We're still doing that. Don't worry. Don't worry, that's still happening. We just have a much larger wardrobe. I'm still Hobocop. I still have that thought internalized. I just happen to quite like this rather fancy coat. And the detective hat. You know, Titus. Rise.
It's you again. What is it?
Like I stole from a church. I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming from you. I wasn't gonna tell them, but I think they should know, so it's not like an ambush. At least they can be on fair grounds. I hope Kim is okay with saying that, though.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Yes, they are forming some kind of tribunal, and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. other people start doing it too.
Okay, Kim's chill.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Glenn versus, like, armed military. I want to see that.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
These are mercenaries. The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
I don't know what a knock cannon is. Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
For your sake. Hope you're right.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am.
I want to see the other
We
dialogue.
got weapons of...
That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger. You do the math.
7 barrels isn't bad.
So that's 1 dead and a long reload. But whatever.
Whatever. Do you know that a single Seray's giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees, they're the hornet.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
I want you to take it a little bit seriously. This Cornell is bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army. And the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
We're not bees, we're socialists. That is pretty great.
These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or barmy army.
I mean, well, I did lynch one of them.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening in on their communications. Their shit is way apart.
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean... I don't really like any of these. I don't really want to say any of these. Do I have to pick like, I'd rather say, like, can we not all shoot each other? Can we talk it out? I mean, probably not, but I don't really want to commit to a side right now. The Hardy Boys did help the old... Yes, that is true. That is true. That is true. If I were to pick a side, it would, I guess, be them over the foreign mercenaries, but I don't really want to commit to, like, shooting anybody. I guess I'll just say, pick a side. I guess it'd be them. You got this, you got the numbers.
Goddamn right we do. We done it before. Ain't that right, fellas?
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle-hardened urban soldiers, man. We got the guns and the reserves.
Glenn.
Yeah, we got reserves. We can call in reinforcements.
This guy will be the first one to bail.
Oh no. I really hope we can talk our way out of this, but it's leaning towards that might not happen. Yeah, the Hardy Boys only stonewalled you to protect someone else. You're right, I am being a little hard on them because they've been not picking a side. Is so very moralist. Oh. Oh, so I have a question. Lee, so we have to listen to this tape. We have to listen to this tape, but Lee said they missed out on the conversation with Klasia. I worry that if we progress too far or something, we'll miss out being able to have that convo, so we might save it for a moment and just do some other stuff for the minute. Oh, hi, MB. Hi, MB. No, I haven't. I'm hoping somebody will say something funny in the chat. Hoping somebody will say something funny in the chat and then I can steal it for a title. Otherwise, they'll probably just be bumbling around again. Okay, you can listen to it. Okay, we'll do that. You can still talk to Classy after doing the tape. Okay. We'll do that, but first, gonna say hi to Kuno. And then we're gonna try and find the Sunday friend. Okay, they're still there. We kind of left them in a not very great place, so I feel a little bad. Not giving him, I mean, I don't want to give him the speed, but I like Kuno. I want to do right by him, but I don't think Kim also will be very happy giving the child drugs.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Okay. Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style.
What?
That's some sick shit.
What?
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
What? What?
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
I'm okay. I'm okay. That might be the episode title. I'm a filthy moralist and my choices reflect my playstyle. Okay, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one, especially if we continue the quest. By kilo you mean gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Kuno means gram.
I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12.
Alright. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Kuno!
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice, pig!
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade response.
I mean, this is Kuno we're talking about. Anything could happen.
Hard to see, but easy to feel.
Oh no.
Somehow, this will change things.
Oh no.
It's not hard to see at all. You hand out drugs to kids. The lieutenant's faith in your judgment will diminish significantly.
I mean, although if it's between Kuno and Kim, I know who I'm sticking with. Well, what, if any, is the downside of not giving the drugs to Kuno?
None that you can see. No, you can see it. This young man has junior officer material in him. In another life, where he trusts you.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno?
This is staying with me. Don't give Kuno the vial.
Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I'm sorry.
I told you he can't be trusted! I told you! I told you he'd steal the shit.
Relax, see? We got plenty of Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Kuno, huh?
Can I make it up to you?
There is genuine disappointment below the act, sire.
I want to make it up to you.
In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to
no.
make up for this.
Oh no.
The damage is irreparable.
Oh. Oh. Hi, cool side. I don't like betraying people, but I didn't want to give a 12-year-old drugs. I looked around and it's not the easy life you got on in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans.
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
You're able to give him a book. I don't know why y'all like this man. He's very rude. That's a great description of Kuno. I met your dad.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig?
I killed your dad. Oh man. I want to say that, but I don't think Kim would be into it. Oh no, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Well, whatever scary thing he might have been, now he is nothing.
Yeah. Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit. Stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit.
Oh, Kuno.
Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Kuno's gonna go out like Kuno's dad. Revachol West style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
There's a touch of grief in there.
I knew this would make me sad in a way. Oh, Kuno.
Fuck are you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sub like a turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
The relief is palpable. The little hat jumps up and down behind the fence. Oh.
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment.
Yeah, so fucking what?
It says Kuno, not Kuno. Kuno de... was it Reuter?
Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
Which one would he like? I guess calling it lame he might like, but it also might be cool telling him I like his other name. Said Kuno, not Kuno. I like it.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Oh.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
We can say the other
yeah,
thing.
so fucking fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
That's a lame name, Kuno.
Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it.
You can't fuck with Kuno.
There are tons of unpaid utility bills there.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
It's no... Let me guess. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
That's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground, lorry shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. I did right not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig.
Oh.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
She must repeat it. Use every chance to confirm that version of reality.
Is there anything new here?
You want with
Okay.
a good call, pig. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Ah! Sorry, kiddos. I mean, I guess the other option would be, like, giving it to him while Kim's away.
Yes?
But... I think Kuno care. I'm sorry, Kuno. Nah, okay. Did good. 31 good cop. More like conflicted, but it was like, we could help him. I just want to be nice to people. Bravo, Disco. So now we're gonna try and find the Sunday friend. I guess we'll go, nah. We'll try the teleport thing again so I remember. Oh yeah, Min, as I was saying, I saw that there were extra comments, but I couldn't see them. I don't know why YouTube's so strict about, What can I do it? Yeah, let's start at the shacks. Oh, we still have this... We have the suggestion check. Let's see where that is. Can the kid drugs?
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Okay, we'll need to improve that. Oh, hold on. We'll continue this before we go back. Well, I'm glad you can just, like, pause them for the moment. Oh, so I don't know where the Sunday friend is, but we'll look. We'll just look around. Everybody's favorite bro. Okay. I mean, we'll come back around to the church, I guess. Because we... Trant's still there. Check by the trap. Okay. Just looking. My dear Trant, do you have anything new to say, actually? Trant is like my favorite character that we've only talked to once. I adore him. Hello.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
Do you
Sure.
have anything? No.
What's on your mind? But of course.
I'm not gonna ask him for money. Although now I want to, just to hear his dialogue. There's here. There's the shack. Oh! Here you are.
As you approach, the man turns and greets you with a polite wave. He appears completely at ease, like a common holidaymaker.
Ah, super. It's the officer. I was not expecting to run into you again, but things have a funny way of turning out, no? What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast?
Actually, I was wondering what you're doing out here.
Well, that's très simple. I was visiting the fishing village just north of here. They have applied for a series of microloans to revitalize the old market. And well, I wished to see the situation firsthand. And then, well, I had some extra time on my hands, so I decided to stroll down here. It's quite peaceful, isn't it?
You do know there was a mass execution right over there.
Really? Here? How can you be sure?
Whoa. Sort of a gift I have. I can reconstruct things that happened in the past. High-end detective stuff.
Ah, a very useful gift for a police detective, I'm sure. Fascinating how much history is contained right here. If only one knows where to look for it.
You feel like there's something you could say here, if only you really knew what was going on.
So close. Actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about.
Ah bon? I'm all ears, officer.
I need your help forming a committee. I'm trying to assign la responsabilité.
My friend, if it's la responsabilité you're after, I have good news for you. There's no need to form such a committee, because it already exists.
It does?
God, of course it does. These moral intern types.
The Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It acts as a sort of clearinghouse for coalition activities. To put it simply, they are the ultimate arbiters of la responsabilité in this part of the world.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
I would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but alas, I am not actually in Martinez.
But you're right here.
What? Where is he then? You knew there was something strange about this one. He's an astral projection, a bureaucratic phantasm.
Bureaucratic phantasm?
He's speaking figuratively. He means he's not in Martinez in his official capacity.
Regarding the Discord server, I'm really flattered, but I think there's... I'll keep an eye on it, but I think there's certain boundaries I want to keep, if that's okay. But, I'm really honored you made such a thing, and I hope everybody... And I like everybody here, and I'm hoping you can make good connections here. Attempt to stick your hand through his astral form.
Mais que faites-vous, officer?
Yes, I was wondering the same thing. What are you doing?
He said he wasn't really here. I had to make sure he wasn't an astral projection.
No, don't be silly. We're simply speaking in an informal capacity. Officially, I am still in La Delta, preparing for an upcoming conference on fuel oil derivatives.
Of course.
That's why it would be extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee concerning a district I'm not officially in.
How am I supposed to contact the committee then?
Well, under ordinary circumstances, the committee contacts you.
Huh.
In other words, the committee only knows what it wants to know.
But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via Coalition Warship Archer.
Coalition Warship Archer? Why do I need to go through Archer to speak to the committee?
You see, in addition to being an airborne artillery platform, Coalition Warship Archer is also the linchpin of the Coalition's surveillance and communications infrastructure in Revachol.
Hold on, it's watching us too?
And listening. It has the most objective vantage point in the entire city. Not to mention a vast array of radio, photographic, and meteorological monitoring instruments.
That's cool.
I find it a great comfort to know there are benevolent powers watching over all, in strict accordance with the Wayfarer Act and the Bristol-Mune Convention.
Whoa, okay. Oh dear.
The Bristol Moon Conventions are a series of international agreements governing the treatment of military personnel and civilians in theaters of war, as well as occupied territories. In practice, they are more talked about than observed.
Oh boy. So how does one go about contacting coalition warship?
This is quite the problem. Very tricky. Of course, the Archer has orders to fire on any unidentified aerostatics that might approach it, so it might be safer to get in touch from the ground. But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on coalition frequencies. And that kind of technology naturally isn't typically available for non-coalition use. Yes, it is a bit of a conundrum. I suppose there might be some way to circuit bend your way onto those frequencies, but you'd have to be one of those techno-tinkerers to do it.
Is that legal?
Unauthorized circuit bending is a very serious matter with grave security implications. But as of the moment, there is no specific law forbidding it. In Revachol, at least.
Sounds like something that programmer we met in the church might be able to help with.
It all comes back to the dance party.
Let me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCM. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Thank you for your time.
Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCM. Godspeed, and if we don't meet again, bonne chance.
Bonne chance. Okay, so now we can go back. Okay, so more to do. Do we use the computer in the old building? Not. I haven't opened the fridge yet because of the not having enough physical instrument. Let's. An old ticket booth, no longer in operation. So we can go back around. It's the cube file Oh, will it have the same password? I guess we can try that again. We can go back, because we have to try the ice fridge anyway. Alright, too far. Let's try the... Yeah, I'm going back around. Us kids, do you have anything new?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone.
I'm not calling them stupid. Oh, I guess I can kind of teleport. Let's go back here to the creepy place. So let's save. I'm gonna have to put a point in physical instrument, I think, for this, which is okay. And then we'll stop the thought for a moment. Kim, you don't teleport. Kim does. He comes with us. I guess we run around and he can teleport. Now let's put these on. I think that's it. Oh wait, and gotta put use the convulsion tool.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewalzund multi-tool until the lid cracks open.
That went up quite a lot. Oh, but I barely made it, but...
Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words off-site copy written on its side.
Take the filament memory.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen Kilde as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Okay.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
I am. Let's close. Let's take a peek-see though. Okay. Offsite copy. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hands. Its intricate structure still cool to the touch. Silver tape on the side reads, offsite copy. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. It's cool that they give properly different images for it. I saw people were on Twitter a little bit excited about Disco yesterday or the day before because they like dropped some new lore. There's some new lore about the Pale that came out, and of course I didn't look at it because of spoilers, but I was like, I want to know more about the Pale. I hope we learn more here. Oh, flashlight. Oopsie daisy. Oh, and better put the thaw back on. Where? Whoa. So what had happened? Let's keep internalizing this. There was some, like, I believe it was a graphic designer was putting up some of the work he'd done. And included some posters that talked about the Pale among some other things. There was a post on, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but there's a post on the Disco Elysium Reddit I saw people were linking to. That talked about it.
The cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
I hope she's not gonna know if we do this right. Let me just quick save.
Tiles on the cube are like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the nothing happens. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you.
Okay.
Good morning.
You know...
Please repeat. Is this the offside copy?
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat.
Oh.
How can I help you?
I might have a password for the offsite copy.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Say, afterlife, death. It's good they remember because I don't remember after a week.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
After death, life again.
Good. I've unlocked the offside copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Ka-ching.
Ching.
Fortress accident is
okay.
Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still. It sounds like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this.
Read the printout?
The paper is soaked with ink. Its monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to make out any information.
What happened? It just covered in ink.
Odd. Something is obviously broken here.
Examine again.
A single speck of white shines out from the shade. For some reason, the printer decided to spare this one tiny dot of paper, marked by the devil itself.
Tear off the printout.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Okay, remove the offsite copy.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Good, I was so worried about that. I was worried that we'd have to put a lot of points into physical instrument, but that worked out pretty well. It's not like I have a huge aversion to spending points. It's more like I don't want to spend points on something that I wasn't really building my character towards. I'll be so mad if we never get anything else in the sitting. Oh, open the other, oops, okay, I'll go back. Go do the other filament, okay. Sorry, going back. I was thinking that, I mean, regarding what you said, Cool Side, I was thinking it was really nice, even though I didn't look at it, that little details are still coming out. So there's still stuff for me. I really hope we get the novel translated. And I know, I just want to eat all the lore. So interesting. Especially the pale stuff. Do we not get the piece of paper? No. So Christianity exists in this universe? I don't know if it's exactly Christianity.
Tiles on the cube
Okay,
are
production
still like a
schedule.
smooth draw. The
Play.
speaker.
Good morning.
Hello.
Please repeat. Good. Please. No.
Oh.
That's good.
Okay.
I've unlocked the production schedule.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Yeah, there's not even any numbers. That's all.
Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding. It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
I hope we get to read through all these, but let's read about the workforce. Who work there, how long?
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations.
Oh no.
Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Yeah. Yeah, why did a radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
It didn't need so many concept artists?
No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skip to work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules.
Oh no!
One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, exactly. Mood. Read about capital. I want to know about the money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Ria, but then came the delays.
The delays.
Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Ria, with only half of the game finished.
Gosh, where did they get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Skim through the production schedule, whatever it is.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Because of the concept artists.
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers, with their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account.
I'm pretty sure this whole game stuff is just the dev team venting about how awful death is. I heard, like, the studio, their name actually used to be Fortress Occident.
They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination.
This studio is Fortress Accident.
They couldn't.
I could have bridged the gap. Oh, so they're done in by their own ambition. I could have bridged the gap.
No, you couldn't have.
Oh, what do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not.
Oh no!
Not a chance.
Oh.
Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
This is wild! How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
How many combinations could you make out of that?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here.
Yeah,
but it may take a while.
How bad could it be? Oh my... It's not even done, it trails off. Oh! Keep going. Read it. Read it. 977954004550779483633860344325555729402265394972940226539 49729. Okay.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest.
What? So we just like standing there zoning out while we calculate this? Because it's actually impressive that we're managing. 778-1303-9057462082449171921318641. Keep going.
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Just let the numbers wash over you. Oh!
And that's it.
Okay. That's what did them in?
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
What now?
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug.
Did I ever do the endless loop? I tried, but a friend told me what I needed to do it, but then I got the gun back, so then I wasn't able to do it. But I did see the clip. I enjoyed it. Lee didn't, but I did. No, I think it's fascinating, like... I mean, it doesn't... I love all the skills talking to each other, but also, like... It's just a really random thing that's very easily missable if you didn't... That's... can only be found by doing specific thing at a specific time without Kim, and then picking up on the fact that you can say the same thing twice. Feels very missable, and I love it.
What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
And the anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air?
When the project was returned, it was completely blank.
That's wild.
The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
Isn't there a copy of the game, a backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred.
Right.
It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Luukinen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch.
Fair?
I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
I slept. I slept. Oh boy. Seems like a perfectly reasonable explanation.
That's not what her colleagues thought.
Is there anything else from this lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes at the end.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez. All of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location.
Interesting.
I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye.
Is that the church?
Saint-Brun 1147.
Yeah.
That's what the street sign next to the church said.
Okay. Tear off the printout and throw it away.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Okay, let's remove it, take it, leave. Oh, I guess we could go around the other way. That's okay. Nothing wrong with Martinez. I'm loving the church quest, both like for the dance, for like trying to set up like a dance club, but mysterious anomaly. I guess is that silent spot is where it's located. I love all this. I love it. I love it. And now to... Okay, we got back. Teleport again. Oh. The same address the lead programmer of Fortress Accident was looking for. Wait, walk slower. Hello.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, and we can ask this again. Okay. About the off-site copy you asked me to bring.
Yes?
I brought you the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going to happen now?
Now, I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
What are you even hoping to find?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
Yeah, I don't want to tell her that I used it already.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Interesting that the skills are upset with it. Something's very wrong with that filament memory.
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
It's that white dot in the same place I saw it before when I printed out. Yeah, sure, we'll tell her.
Hold on.
She doesn't seem to care. She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
He clocks up her typing speed.
I've never witnessed a program at work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
There's joy in her voice as she bumps her fist in the air. You did it? You found the coordinates?
I found the coordinates.
She lets out a celebratory laugh.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart.
I figured I was doing some programming earlier and managed to figure out something I was stuck on. It does feel pretty good.
Great job.
Oh my god, congratulations.
Thank you.
She yells back with a grin. She's so happy. So where is it? Where's your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
Swallow. She points at the other end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arch.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double-check my calculations.
You like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Sure, no problemo.
Thanks.
Let's also, while we're here, it's not a paying job, but could you help me contact Coalition Warship Archer?
Do I look like someone who has time for side projects at this moment?
Yeah, maybe we'll have to finish this quest first.
If you want her help, maybe you should help her first.
The swallow, you mean?
Okay.
Great.
Wait, which bowl was it? Move the water bowls to the right position, report back. Lead programming. Barely.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Wait. I wasn't quite... Tell me again what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great, thanks.
Oh no, I can't ask! Wasn't paying quite close enough attention. Uh-oh.
It's awfully measurements have been marked down. Oh boy.
Okay.
This is going to be good.
Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away. Move the fourth bowl from the left 5 centimeters to the right.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound.
Move the fourth bowl from the left 5 centimeters to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an
I am doing them
encouraging
right.
thumbs up from across the hall.
Okay, that's all? I thought I was scared that I could screw that up.
Yes, what is it?
I moved the water bowls to the right position, just like you asked. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
He stops, biting into her chapped lip.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Wait, why did you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it just going to be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything.
Oh, wow.
I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the main frame throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
What?
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
That seems like it's a bad idea then.
Like that evil ink that filled the printout, erasing coherence and meaning.
You're right, we should be cautious. We don't know what we're dealing with here.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
It's scary, but we have to face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press unmute on the keyboard.
The lieutenant takes a step back.
Oh.
And then, nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Can you hear anything?
She doesn't answer. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Well?
Damn it.
Come on, did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
She says, clearly disappointed.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
I mean, if it's silence, I guess it's fair that it came out as silence anyway, but what do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
He rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is.
She raises her head, staring at all the machines that litter the church, cables coiling up on the floor like pests.
You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Yes.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it?
Come on, Inland Empire.
This can't be it. You should have a listen.
White check. Oh, nice. 97. Cold de Mama da. Oh, we got points for having Cold de Mama Dakwa. Put on the headphones.
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air.
Oh.
What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Sona, what if we just need to make a better sound system?
A better sound system?
Need a better sound
All right,
system.
but where would we get one?
The kids?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
Murmurs the lieutenant, inspecting the damage done to the arabesques.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yes, but they could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
She closes her eyes as more dance music invades the holy silence of the sanctuary.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Yeah!
Brilliant negotiating there, detective. As always.
Great, I'll go talk to them then.
Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer.
Ha! Incredible! Incredible. Amazing. love how this is all tying together. My friends, a wonderful news. Hello. Oh wait, you're Noid. Sorry.
This young speed freak seems to know a lot about signs. Could he be the techno tinkerer you're looking for?
I meant to go for Andre, not Noid, but...
His look is intensely suspicious.
Oh. Could you use your sign sense to help me contact a coalition warship?
Don't think so. Big bad frequencies are extremely negative. Thought suppression, dream implantation, memory revision. Pretty out there stuff. Not sure I want to get involved with it.
There is fear there, but also curiosity. He just needs a reason to help you.
Oh, interesting.
Besides, our own signs aren't even synced yet. So how am I supposed to...
Okay.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Guess I'm here to talk about the church again?
Yes? What's the deal?
Good news, I managed to convince Sona. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Cotman. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music.
Speed Freak smiles, happier than he's ever been before. You're going to have to share space for a couple weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage.
Grins, excited.
And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
Oh, you mean the illegal drug lab? There'll be no shady shenanigans in the church, only love and anodic dance music.
Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Leave the tent. Only love. Oh! They're gone. So, check back later? I assume that doesn't mean now, but then we can go back to main quest stuff, but let's just take a peek. Only love. I guess I am being a bit of a boring cop with that, but... Oh! Oh, look at all this! Thought you said a couple hours. Wow, look at them! There's a cell. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000!
No, not Love Town. He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
Is the song complete? No, we still have to... Isn't there... Help Egghead with the beat. Should I not do this until we... Should I not be talking to them until... I figure this out?
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
I can't. I'd like to do everything that's possible then. Before we maybe... We can talk to them, but it won't... Okay. Kim, how would you name the club?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
So boring.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
Sona, do you have an opinion on this?
I don't.
Oh.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
I'm zeroing out. What do you propose as the name, Andre?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Says the girl with the microphone.
Yes. You should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Lloyd's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
I don't have any ideas yet, but Estelle, what would you suggest as the name? Oh, there
How
she
about
is.
something simple, like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Egghead, you must have a lot of ideas.
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
I like it.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid.
Oh.
Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
I like that too.
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Lloyd, give me your 2 cents on the issue.
The amnesia.
Huh.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia!
Machine for pigs.
It's not amnesia, guys.
I think I've come up with a name. Come on, conceptualization.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Oh. Oh, that's good. That's good. A Truce of the Furies. That is a good title. Let me think for a second. Let's go Elysium. I really like the title Disco Elysium, although I also really like No Truce with the Furies. I think it's gotta be... Yeah, 2 is the alternate title for the game. I can see why they changed it, but... Rivershell West, everybody has different names. What? Hello, Andy? I do really like Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
Disco's never gone.
The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
Yeah.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Oh. A light beam washes over the dance floor, bathing it in violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better, but the beat is still so weak.
Oh, so maybe we do have to come back with Egghead's stuff. 'Cause savoir faire isn't that high. Let's white check. Our die helps it. I've been meaning to ask you, what's with the hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes.
Don't dance now?
Like
Okay. I'm not gonna say he's balding. The best check, but it's not time yet. Okay. Is it important for you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Don't want to say he's balding. Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway.
He looks at the molten toothbrush.
Goodbye, officer.
Oh, there she is. She was totally camouflaged before. I do feel bad with just leaving him in the middle, but... Sel, will you talk about your friends yet?
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree.
Interesting.
And yes, I'm being more like Contact Mike, alright? Don't even bring it up.
What Contact Mike is?
No. I actually wanted to thank you for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control.
You know what? Before we dance, we definitely need to find the right outfit when we get there.
Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. Behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much. And the Crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Oh no, I like Crabman. Now, can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know?
I don't know why she would know much about Sona, but...
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today, she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
I love that she's actually really into, like, her D&D world.
Oh, the Crabman. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the Crabman. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Oh, he talks to Noid? What for?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
We barely left them alone, but they all figured it all out. What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower?
I bet he would have some awesome dance moves. Thanks, about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Andre.
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
What is he organized?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. Oh. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
Relax, girl. We're police officers. But we're corrupt, raw to the marrow. You can tell us about drugs and shit. Oh. Life on his mother's love. Yeah, we're corrupt.
Yeah, drugs, shit, fuck. We don't care.
Thanks, Kim. I love Kim because I never have any idea whether he's gonna come in for an assist or just be mean. But no matter what he says, it somehow feels like it's in character.
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
We're interrogating her with a flashlight. We're adding to the atmosphere. We're adding to the atmosphere. Tell me about Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forburg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
Yeah.
He's a carpenter. Trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere.
What kind of mindset is that?
He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
She gives you a switchblade smile.
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her, and she lets on.
Oh, interesting. What is this pilgrimage you're talking about? Bryn never put the flashlight away. It's easy to forget. What is this pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Fallberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock. Or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I not told you I'm a raging alcoholic who recently drank himself into an oblivion so deep he can't even remember what sounds like the biggest street in the city?
Kind of. I'm gonna say yes.
Well, I am.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
Huh. I might just do it if I make it there alive. We're not going for apocalypse co-op. We're gonna survive this. I don't like that. That's alarming.
Yeah. I hope you do.
Actually, tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
What's the deal with Egghead?
What do you mean?
What does he think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
Told me as much, but what exactly is a party boy?
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offense if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
We're gonna survive the— oh, that's alarming. Oh. I am the future— I should go with— I am the future man. You don't have to tell me rock is backward. I am the future man. I abandoned rock in the 30s. Stupid rock.
Okay.
How do you do, Pelicans? Exactly.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in.
I see.
He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Oh, he looks around, a little embarrassed of the enthusiasm of his interjection. Oh, where's he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is, really.
We just picked him up the side of the road.
One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Fallberg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
Or maybe he just appeared one day.
The worst of the Banlieues. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamrock, on the dusty slope of Montmartin, the remotest possible area of Revachol. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak.
Oh, so they just adopted him?
It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
Oh, she says quietly.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Oh, tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Actually, do tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Yes, I forgot. Tell me about yourself.
I told you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. It really reminds you of something.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
There's more to you. There's more to you than you let on. What am I not seeing?
All right.
Picks up the tape recorder and looks you in the eye.
There is.
Oh! We're not gonna say that. Fair enough.
Thank you.
Oh, I want to know. Thank you. Some other question.
Sure.
Oh, reaction speed. Let's see what we can do. I don't know what I have, but reaction speed's at 3. We can put point. We can put a point. That's -1. Perception, composure. Go to the bottom. There's a reaction speed. Savoir-faire. I feel like the hat I had was reaction speed, and then I got rid of it. I gave it to her. Oops. Oh, there's reaction speed shoes. Oh, I can take the flashlight off. Yeah. Don't have much. That's 2. We have 3, so it's at 5. We can put a point in.
You got us in.
Oops, wrong person.
I can't believe you got us in.
He looks around the hall examining the carpentry.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Aww.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the base. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
He's got spunk. I admire that. I'm a corrupt cop. This is corrupt scheme. What should I go with? I don't want to tell me you wouldn't understand. This kid's got spunk. I admire that.
Okay.
Lieutenant keeps it laconic.
What he means is, you can't possibly have handed them this real estate for such a flimsy reason. Then again, whatever keeps your nose out of the bottle and on the job.
Okay, we'll come back. Let's try this.
Welcome back.
28. Zach, let me save. Where we put a point in.
Welcome back.
O Casaro de Agint. It flutters by your ear.
What language is that?
It's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
Huh. I will say that.
Excuse me?
She casually brushes her hand through her hair.
She's attempting to remain calm, but the phrase made her flinch.
Remember now, it's a Zemliaki term for someone who won't break under questioning, an organized crime term.
What do you mean?
The silver bird.
All right. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man. Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did.
Oh.
He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died.
What happened next?
What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone.
She's gritting her teeth.
So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, Mine too. We left it all behind.
Are you sure about that? What about this drug lab plan?
It was a stupid idea, and I'm still disappointed I came up with it.
Okay.
Aren't there any local authorities who might look down on such activities?
I took that into account, of course. Coordinated the operation with the débardeurs. Else they might get unhappy.
Oh, so with Everard. Okay, so what you're saying is Everard authorized this?
Not in person, but I let him know. You can't do anything without the fat ones getting wind. It wasn't too difficult to convince him, really.
Interesting.
It's a good thing you ended that mess, though. I felt I was turning Dadwise into a corrupt business person. Unpleasant.
Seem to need to have a talk with Everard, Claire. Indeed, indeed.
Hear that? Set justice on its feet. Confront Everard.
Okay, authority.
Come on, this is all fine. But you don't have anything on Everard now. That's not how these things work.
We should confront Everard about this. Maybe we can manipulate him using the information.
No, I don't think it would lead anywhere with Everard. He's just going to deny it.
Yeah. Have you seen Everard?
Well, I still want to have it on the list, just in case. Now let's put... I'm happy you managed to pass that. What pants were we doing? I think these ones. And perception shoes. Save. Okay, your turn, Noid.
Man. What's on your mind?
We'll come back to that. Noid, what do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
You say that as a carpenter yourself?
I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. They tried to make me into a reckoner and a leveler. Made me a bit manic, you know.
Oh, time for politics. Having this bar split through the middle of the screen keeps throwing me off. I keep feeling like something's broken. Continue.
I regret the time I dedicated to that profession and that worker collective. I say things more as a member of the hardcore side dance community these days.
Understood?
The material knowledge is mega though. Guild shit. Teaches independence.
Huh. How old do you think this church is? Over 300 years?
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast here. Was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude, the sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
Was it a totally uninhabited archipelago?
He means something paranatural. He must...
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
His voice echoes in the wooden cavern of the church. What style is this church built in?
A cop who's into building critique. Okay then, this is folk DeLoreanism, lawmongerer. It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
I'm not just a cop, I'm an art cop.
Art of core.
Nods appreciatively. Okay, what is this what is DeLorean architecture like?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
What would a DeLorean building look like?
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical.
Interesting.
Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Married shit. Virtue and tyranny.
What would I say here? We still seem kind of into it, but I want to say this as well. This church isn't painted white as far as I can tell. Sometimes I don't know when I'm going to lose the other dialogue options, and I am interested.
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Problem with that sea wind.
Year after year, flake after flake, whitewashed clean, then covered in green moss.
Speak the truth.
Slowly peeled by the wind, your skin crawls from the sensation as you look around.
What did you mean by dead bodies?
Dead bodies are perennial plants. Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total.
Spiritual collapse?
I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, cop man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away.
Excuse me?
They had sensed that she could no longer see them, and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live.
Oh.
End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
Interesting. First, where's that quote from?
A Sarais man who lived a long time ago. An ancient hardcore brother.
An ancient hardcore brother, I love that. So what you're saying is you're not a big fan of the Innocentic system?
A 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core.
False core.
The way he says it, the force in false core is invested with 20 kilotons of disgust.
You guys said the how do you say this? Ecclesiastes were all about love and hardcore before, remember?
I only said unity. One word. Figures of authority always misquote you.
Points to his friends.
Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are.
I haven't agreed with you about the Ecclesiastes being okay with this.
But were you wrong? The founding party is okay with everything. Look around. They don't have enough love for the human crew to oppose anything anymore. We're on our own.
That's still a lie. Reassert yourself.
No, that wouldn't be cool. I want to be cool.
Mewling wimp. Pathetic.
Oh, authority. Not sure how much I like you all the time, authority. And you propose dance music will supplant the system?
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
How do you like the glasswork? Can you fix it?
I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil eye.
That's her Innocence Dolores Day. Mind your words.
You defend her, law minion. She was a mass murderer. What's up with that?
What's up with that? Fair, I kind of forgot about that. I'm like, called her problematic.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love.
Mass murder on the floor.
But she's pretty. There's more to it. Okay. I want to ask all these. Hope they let me. Mass murder on the floor. Would you say she was, human?
I like this question, cop man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
Yeah, they hate this too.
Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
The young man lets go of the suspenders and they hit his chest with a slap. Okay, good, we can ask these. But she's the innocence of humanism. Humanism seems like a pretty big deal around here.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs.
And many, many more tons of sugar.
She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long-dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know?
Annoyed. But she's pretty.
She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers. You set the standard, all right. Then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers.
Seems like I like it soft because...
You wouldn't be the first. Millions liked her. She's got those mass murdering lips.
Mass murdering lips. Yeah, but like, who isn't accused of being a mass murderer these days?
No one says Arno van Eyck is a mass murderer. The Anodic pioneer Rietveld is not a mass murderer. He is not accused of mass murder. Likewise, no one says Jermaine Egghead or Andre are mass murderers. You can live entirely outside that suspicion. Billions of people go about not being guilty of mass murder. Just not her.
Absolutely fair. I do feel there is something terrifying about her.
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
Oh. I mean, I'm into the preservation of art. I don't really want to destroy it just for that sake, since they already destroyed all the other churches. Keep the beautiful sharp shards, keep her long face and her hair.
The speed freak's eyes narrow with suspicion, as if he's looking at a man possessed.
It's not coming down. People are gonna love it. It'll be like our thing. Plus it keeps the cold and the rain out.
Isn't she supposed to be an embodiment of the world spirit?
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit.
He raises his left hand.
This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
Yeah, I think I'm done talking about her. I don't want to think about her anymore.
What a strange choice of words. Caustic. Overflowing with negativity. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
Oh, interesting. I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about it.
I have enough. How are you settling in?
Hard to say, Copman. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crabman, though.
Yeah, you mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
You mean all his mother's love stuff isn't too spooky for you?
Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all. The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
Oh, wow, he asked a lot, not any of these. What did Tiago tell you about the church?
The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
Do you mean there are dead bodies in here? Or dead bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it to contain it.
So the swallow, right? I don't get it. Contain what exactly?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood
Yeah.
either. What it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for and trying to measure.
He nods toward the woman.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by. Outside, dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on the age-bleached floorboards. The structure does not feel particularly durable.
This building seems less than structurally sound.
No. It's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for anodic music around it instead.
Grins, I hope our party doesn't literally bring the house down.
Anodic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with.
His words echo in the chamber.
And if it can't, well...
He shrugs non-committally. What makes you think Sona's gonna fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like... substance.
I found a doomed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubies were trying to contain?
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages.
What?
And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
Think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Cop Man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited psi person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, Cop Man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing.
Wait. Paranoid?
It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
May I ask why? What good is being suspicious?
A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion.
What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
I don't know. I don't trust chemistry sometimes. Very confusing. I was thinking earlier about photosynthesis and when I was first doing photosynthesis in school and how it just seemed like magic to me. It was so wild. I can't understand this thing. And then there's stuff like fungus. Fungus is wild. I don't trust fungus.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
What are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
What?
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
I'm not gonna say that. Don't you mean the left-right paradigm and the pigweed complex?
No. Politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. The real paradigm is economic, and it concerns pig and wheat. This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory, but I suspect they're breeding a pig-wheat hybrid. Probably in Grad.
I like photosynthesis is really cool. I just distinctly remember trying to learn it in school, and it was one of the first things that was like really made me like think about the mysteries of life, and this is so complex, and how can this even exist? This whole system even exist? There's so much. It's like the Krebs cycle. Like, what is life? It's too much. It's one of those things that give me, like, existential terror. It's so complex. Tell me more about the left-right business.
I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray, far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
You're alive, so don't worry about it. That's actually very reassuring. Thank you.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
What's suspicious about the production of pork and weed?
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
What's bad about animals? Animals are cute.
Nothing. Animals are cool, guys. I like animals too, but that doesn't mean I have to be one myself.
I want to ask the other stuff.
Our only shit. Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry. It's our only shit.
Their only shit, and we suck at it.
Not correct.
He can't help but doubt your sincerity in this matter. There is no other way. You are a police officer.
Don't assume I like the status quo because I'm a cop. Or don't assume I like the status quo because I'm a cop. Yeah.
Precisely. The status quo doesn't need to be loved.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else now.
His eyes flicker.
Mention true life. What would that be like?
The life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself. And others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
Hardcore. How would you like to go about returning to this true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. The young man is dead serious about this.
Oh.
Rejection of the right-left axis. Emphasis on unity. Appreciation of some primordial mode of being. What does that remind you of?
Oh, interesting. Sort of like fascism, then.
Nationalism, militarism, racism, and emphasis on a leader character are totally absent in hardcore.
The words echo through the church majestically. Just making an observation. I didn't mean it as a bad thing, not saying that. I am sort of lost about what he's saying. Fair enough, just making an observation.
He picks up a wrench and scratches his head with it, unaroused by fascism.
Whoa. So you're advocating a noise-based society.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
Basic percussion. You keep mentioning hardcore. What is that? What does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration, just so you know.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Hardcore!
His friend shouts from behind his mixed table with a smile surpassing your own in wideness, a total moon face, and eyes full of naive wonderment. He has the expression as well. The term hardcore also denotes a strain of pornography that depicts penetration. Did you know that?
That's a pretty hardcore coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah!
Let's change the subject.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Thanks, Encyclopedia. White check. Conceptualization. Harden up your ledger, caught the key, analyze the beat, pair Canasianism is love. Okay, do we have, let's just check if I have anything else for conceptualization, because that's another thing I don't mind putting points into. I think I'm wearing most of the stuff. I'm wearing, oh, that's Encyclopedia, but I have the shirt at least. That's visual calculus. Rhetoric, drama, logic, logic, lots of logic, lots of logic.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Does any tool help? Right, I don't think... All we have is the ledger, right? That's Inland Empire and Authority, right? Okay. You just hold the gun. Let's try. I don't mind putting points in conceptualization.
Aggressive,
Oh.
monotonous, but also somehow sacred, primitive, yet futuristic, like a machine man. Nothing exists but the here and now. All are one purpose. All you've managed is a list. The parts don't fall.
That's...
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Aggressive,
no!
monotonous, but also somehow
I'll try one more time. I lived with the 97 fail. I'll put 1 point in, but it's probably fair to put conceptualization in. Let me just put that back in. It's good for the level up anyway.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
dedicated,
there we go.
hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it.
Wow. Long live the world that gave shape to hardcore to complete itself. A true heir to DeLorean values. 3.5 centuries and the gift still keeps on giving. No, it feels unfair. There's a party everywhere. I don't even know.
Endless are the wonders born out of the cultural collaboration, so wisely facilitated by the free world.
Whoa, we got thought. Hardcore aesthetic. Not only have you internalized the hardcore aesthetic, you also contributed to it. How hardcore could you possibly become? Low-core people come around you to correct your typos. It's hardcore here, hardcore there. Harder core is in a third instant. What's going on? Those aren't typos, man. That's just how hardcoreness works. If you don't know hardcore from our happy hardcore, what have we been talking about? I don't even know if they're what I want to get rid of anymore. I guess rigorous self-critique isn't the most useful. Think about it. What's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
That's it?
They're just clothes.
I thought there would be more to it.
Nah, it's just a vest of suspenders made to resemble a human ribcage. Plus some lady clothes to piss off the sex system. Now tell me about that hardcore necktie. It's fucking primal.
I like both of these. It's my friend and accomplice. It makes me party harder.
I can see that. And you've partied very hard for a very long time, haven't you? It looks like you're trying to hang yourself with it. So large, too. So many different patterns. It's crazy, man. I like it.
You suddenly realize the patience and respect this speed freak has shown you is partly because of your style. He's probably not like that with everyone,
Oh, interesting. I wonder if it does change if you're if you're wearing different stuff.
Respect to the man!
I want to say the other thing.
Nah, it's just a vest of suspenders made to resemble a human rib cage.
So hardcore about it.
It looks like you're trying to hang yourself.
You suddenly realize.
Respect to the man!
I want to talk to Egghead. We've waited long enough.
Denarian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Large speakers are set up behind the young man, blasting a familiar song.
A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, tangled in its branches, something bronze flutters in the wind. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
How do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place!
I love you, Egghead.
The first page of the second chapter!
His voice echoes all around the grand hall.
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
Oh, it's alarming. Oh, I hope we have more to say. Okay, Sona, what about you?
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see that your neighbors have moved in, but all I hear is hypnotic dance music.
What? What did you say?
She leans in closer, eyes knitted together in a puzzled expression. You can barely hear over the thumping bass of hypnotic dance music. I said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you! The music is too loud!
The project, how's it going?
Oh, the project! It's not going well!
Why?
There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekukata! A place to be, apparently!
I'll speak to him, see what I can do.
Thanks! Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes!
He does jazz hands to mock him.
Let me know how it goes!
I assume we'll have to wait till the end, but we can ask. Now that the ravers are settled in, can you help me contact Coalition Worship Archer?
It's true. The drug fiends have made themselves quite comfortable. But I still have a great deal of work to do.
Just doesn't have to yell this part.
This project is immensely...
Okay, yeah.
If you're desperate...
Egghead!
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
Egghead, can you please route Sona's signal through your speakers?
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
It's a 3.5, no doubt about it. It's on the ground. Point to it.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no.
Oh no. We're going to be in this church forever.
You have a problem with that, Kim?
Don't worry. I have an adapter for it right here.
He searches for the cable on the ground and picks it up, looking at the jack.
Hang on. This is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
With a grin, he sticks the plug into the auxiliary line in. You hear a satisfying click.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Indeed.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Ano for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The Ano will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
Okay. All right. Goodbye, Egghead. We'll do this, and then I do want to listen to the Hardy Boys tape.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, I talked to Egghead. He plugged in the cables. You can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Oh no, Temperance is panicking.
Maximum!
Shouts Egghead, a great smile adorning his face, larger than a red dwarf star. I've honestly been smiling this whole section too.
Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Okay.
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
Okay, okay.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what Egghead is trying to say is that the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
She shrugs, consigned to her fate.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
What I'm assuming this is all gonna lead to is somehow the Swallow making their music even better.
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Looks around the church.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
Says Andre.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold and large, somehow.
Now, is it okay to do this right now? Let's see what happens. Hold on for a moment.
What?
Ready? Okay, if we're not losing out on doing stuff. Never mind, let's do this. I'm ready. Whoa.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
She lifts her hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate.
Like they're chill and Kim just goes right for the gun.
It will devour everything.
Oh no! Turn it off!
The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboards fills the air, joining the chorus.
It's getting louder.
His eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basins.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
You hear Egghead yell, then something else, but his voice is growing faint.
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
It was in me at first.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
He loves it!
No, Egg! It's the window!
Uh-oh. The glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks as if she's alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down! No, the roof!
Oh! She looks up, a screech fills the air, a scream of wooden nails, the pillars of the church twist and creak above and around you. Can't you turn it off, Sona?
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
No, Egghead!
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists, A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Everybody, don't panic. It's beautiful.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
Shit! It doesn't stop.
Oh!
A seal? Have you? Yes, I've turned it off.
Was it good? Oh no!
The mic is nothing. And this has nothing to do with Mike.
Shivers!
Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
What?
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Whatever you do, don't stop it.
But then it stops.
Oh.
Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
Why did you stop it? It was beautiful.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Exactly.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Eggman! It's Eggman now. Dr. Robotnik, Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that? I've never heard anything like that.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically...
She shakes her head.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
Her voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
You going to write Sulisla?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send
Yay!
letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
Oh.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Come on, that was awesome.
You have an explanation for all this.
Whoa.
Somewhere deep in you, you know. The person you were knows.
What? Okay, we got to do that, but I think I have logic stuff. Hold on. Definitely have more logic stuff. Drama. I was surprised how much we had. I have no clue what the theory is, but drama, -1 logic, -1 visual calculus, rhetoric, empathy. Thought we had logic stuff. Drama. There we go. Terrible hat. Terrible glasses. Even better hat. And jacket. Okay, we'll find out, and then we'll listen to the other tape. Okay, heard of doomed commercial area. Investigated doomed commercial area. Heard of motorway south complete. Oh, interesting, because we have the thought.
You don't have to. You already have. A long time ago.
Wait, how?
These thoughts formed in you somewhere, in a long forgotten discussion, behind a kitchen table, in the evening light, drinking coffee and smoking, with a friend.
Sona, it's the origin point of the Pale.
What?
The swallow, it's how it starts. It's baby Pale.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
No, look up first. We are 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
The Pale is only an effect, a transition between the world and that.
Then what is that?
I don't know.
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No.
It's less than less than nothing. The final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this never was.
Then the Pale is
simply a gradient.
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day, when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mole. Erupting in points inside the world.
This is one of those places.
According to this, how long?
Until it starts swallowing? It's already started, starting with sound.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
Oh, wow!
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM...
I don't know, did Shivers tell me?
Knows how to think this.
Okay, we can say. It didn't form in a church, the church formed around it. We do know that.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus, or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers.
Secure, contain, protect. Yes, acting on an instinctual level, or religious practices we've forgotten.
I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area. All the failure in Martinez.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even, say, software development?
I mean...
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
Wow. Wow. Just thinking. Yes, even the revolution was defeated here. I mean, a kind of anthroponetic history.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
But then why was... I mean, if it's affecting everything, why was the dice maker? Okay. I mean, is it worth knowing? Better they don't know.
I told them. But no. Normal office buildings are bourgeois.
I think I've had this thought before. That's how I know.
An amateur anthropomorphic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
One sec.
She
Maybe
already
we
made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
all the failed businesses and ideologies. There's something wrong here.
I told the producers we need to go
Maybe
and
we
move to
should
a
tell
normal
them.
office building. You mean place Sans and the dice maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
I don't think Plaisance would survive this. No, just the dice maker. I don't think Plaisance would survive this knowledge. Yeah.
Then go tell her.
Okay. I want to tell her. One day, all the world will be like that 2mm hole. Ugh.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the
fucking-
stained glass window. Cold and moist.
Cleaning out the rooms. No bonus. Someone's been walking around in your dreams lately looking for something, tidying up, rearranging, storing away all the unrealized dreams, putting old pains in boxes. The worst nightmares have settled down for a while. A spot of light on the bedroom door after the dark, the fluttering of eyelids in the spring sun, a thought that arises only to disappear again, and yet there's a pattern emerging. I want to do some of these.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest? Some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Man, you will certainly sound mad.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
The club is the only thing keeping this place and the rest of reality together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomorphic detection to perform in this district.
Come on. We'll come back for this stuff. I want to listen to the other tape. I better start forgetting some thoughts. I know, but I like a lot of them. But fair enough. Just so. Let's do... Say, let's put our clothes back on. I'm gonna listen to the tape in a second. Then maybe we'll do another... I want to do another case thing before we finish as well, because Kim's here. I need time to process the others, that's true. Are there... I'll go look at them in a sec, but I want to know if there's anything anybody recommends. Where's my detective hat? There it is. My horrible glasses for the encyclopedia. So we have... Precarious world is scary with all red checks fail. Hardcore aesthetic. Oh, I don't really want to lose... Oh, it's only an hour, so that's not too bad. Cleaning out the room seems interesting. What did I say? Rigorous self-critique isn't super needed. Motorway south isn't super important either. Sexual underground isn't useful, but I want it for in case there's like dialogue options. Keeping aces high. Keeping Hobocop for shivers particularly. And these are all like XP ones, so I don't want to get rid of those. And Kingdom of Conscious I guess we need for the quest. I'm interested in cleaning out the rooms. Let's listen to the tape. Interact. Dorgun or Megamix? Guess we can interact.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Let's play the tape.
You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
I feel kind of bad to make you stand in the rain cam for this, but...
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Another loud screech, some kind of machinery. Ouch.
The harbor. That's the son of a Valsum crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
Ooh.
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
Ugh.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Oh.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porterier. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
End of recording. I mean, I guess there could have been something cut off, maybe. What do you think? It's basically a confession.
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
Yeah, I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's this Cordy?
Corty could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
Oh, yeah.
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safri. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
Ugh.
The South Safri conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safri. It has been hot for 12 years, with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the Grad.
Ugh. You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Time to talk to Mr. Right to Work. Oh. Okay, then what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony. At least to some degree.
Interesting. Okay, let's see what we're... Evar, okay, just checking what we have. Evar, Dice Maker, Door Gunner Megamix, talk to Classia. We need to... There's those things. Help Egghead with the beat. This may take a while, so we want to finish that, I guess, before we start dancing. It's this thingy. I know the armor pieces, victims' tattoos. That doesn't seem to be happening very quickly, and then we're not doing that. Okay. I want to, before I finish up, which I should do soon, I do want to try another, like...
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Case files again.
Hanging from the arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of investigations.
Wait, which is how do we read them? Read a case file, there we go.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Let's look at the unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
What? Can we just keep them on the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is. Can you keep yourself off the streets?
Proceed.
Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years.
This isn't quite what I was imagining when I heard Unsolvable Case.
It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Yeah, what is he doing? Burke trash, Leslie is public indecency. Okay.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger.
Well, not the ledger.
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be fair, you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
Harry!
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke.
What?
He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke, who knows, but both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
I can't say that's what I was expecting. I'm like, how did we keep our job? I am very curious about. Yeah, there's a reason. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really cool that they give a reason why we needed to check to open it. I'm very curious what square bullet hole murders means.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But
that's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
Sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day.
What do you know, Inland Empire?
One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
The square gun? But I want to know about it now. Okay, just one more. Just one more. We'll save murder at the hookah parlor, but now I want to know about the couch in an unexpected location.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
They looked really cool, like a rock band.
Yes, as you said here, insufferable rock and roll assholes. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it was.
What's wrong with the couch outside?
They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch those guys?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
They're too cool to arrest though. We'll come back to the last one, but that I love that. I love that. Okay, just check out again. Dice Maker, Everett. More talking to Classia. Gab Leader. Classia, Responsibility. I guess we can ask Sona about that again. We have to figure out this. This may take a while as always. Add more beauty to the wall. We have to, wasn't that, I forget what that is. That was conceptualization. We want to do that as well. Oh, my communism is catching up. War list. And all the armor pieces. This might take a while, a long while. Yeah, we're still missing some. Murder weapon, I have no idea. Unless it... Maybe it's the thing that shoots the square bullets. And then, what are we doing for mirror... Dock worker, which you can't even do. I wish these disappeared. Glasses... Oh, you need to talk to Egghead again? Oh, right, good idea. Forgot, since now he has the recording, I guess.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium core!
Medium core. Whoa, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome! And scary! Very hardcore!
His voice booms through the chamber, then gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact! I couldn't control it! At all!
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left! Starts compressing itself and everything around it! Completely fills up the headspace! Extreme!
What if this is the answer to Van Eyck's jam? We could use the sound for the bass.
But how?
His puzzled face turns into a wicked grin.
What about the compressor? The one with the spiky hair was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing.
Oh. Interfacing. We have I don't think I have any, let's double check, but I don't think I have anything else to add to interfacing. I think the gloves is all we have. Too low, interfacing. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else besides those. Too low. Yeah, I wonder what else we can get to raise that. Action speed. All we really have. And yeah, and then there's that's gonna screw us up. Maybe. I mean, we'll try once, and then we'll come back. We'll see if we can find anything to help, and then we'll come back.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
Yeah.
Bzz, goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway.
I don't think we should make it up. Where one cannot speak, one ought to remain silent.
The young man bobs his head to the music, much as before.
Okay. We'll see what it raised to, and then we'll come back.
A better deal!
28, yeah, we'll see if we can find some other clothing or something. Now, Sona, what will you say now? Now that your project is finished, can you help me contact Coalition Warship Archer?
You're asking me to circuit bend onto Coalition radio frequencies. You want to know, is it possible? Probably. But is it a good idea? I'm not so sure. The main difficulty will be finding an antenna powerful enough to reach those frequencies. Unfortunately, you can't exactly buy mega long-wave antennas off the shelf.
She's not joking. Even the RCM has to receive special approval from the Coalition to access that kind of equipment.
Oh, the radio relay tower at Land's End, could that work?
I highly doubt it. That tower is barely able to transmit shortwave signals across the bay. To generate megalo frequencies, we're going to need a much larger antenna.
She has an idea, though. You can see the tiny signal lights firing inside her brain.
I don't see any alternative. We're just going to have to build the antenna ourselves.
Wait, we can just build an antenna?
Yes, from a technical view. It's not even difficult. The difficult part will be finding the right location. We need metal, a lot of it. The taller the structure, the better. Something that is both prominent and easily accessible. If it's near a power source, even better.
Come up with a site for the mega long-wave radio antenna.
Close your eyes. Unfold your mental map of Martinez. It's morning. You're standing on the plaza before the whirling in rags. The wind pushes a piece of tear across the cracked tiles. From the north comes the malicious laughter of two children.
Thanks, Shivers. Turn to face the bay.
Your eye follows the tiles west. You see a bench and a few twisted, pitiful trees. Then, just water. From behind you, a low, spectral voice whispers, "Nay."
Turn to face the apartments.
Beyond the unkempt backyard rises a monstrous assemblage of concrete, plaster, and corrugated sheet metal. The voice again, more urgent now. "Nay."
Nay?
Just a moment. That voice isn't human, and it's not saying nay. It's saying nay.
You mean if it's a roundabout like the statue?
You turn around. The morning sun is blinding. You bring your hand to your brow, and a great shadow materializes before you. A towering beast, frozen in mid-air.
Statue of Philippe III. Wait, an antenna?
The dead king and his horse. It could work.
It may work, you think, but why do you feel like there may be a terrible cost?
We'll need an adequate power supply and a great quantity of cable. If we connect the cables to some of the stranded lorries, we could theoretically increase the antenna's wavelength exponentially.
We're turning the statue into an antenna?
Whatever ambivalence she had about your project before, she's now fully engaged in solving this technical puzzle.
So you're saying...
Quiet. I'm doing
math.
Yeah. Yes, assuming we can find just a few pieces of equipment. It's completely ridiculous, but I believe we could transform the entire roundabout into one solid fractal antenna.
What?
A note of awe in her voice. She's shocked and pleased by her own audacity.
That's a very big antenna.
Yes. Very likely the largest private antenna in Revachol. I have plenty of cables and amplifiers on hand. The power supply, I will secure on my own. All we require now is the radio transceiver itself.
Where am I supposed to find a radio transceiver?
I cannot answer that for you, but I don't expect it to be that difficult. There's no shortage of radios around here.
We out in the car?
If you have real to spare, you might even be able to buy one. But it doesn't really matter where it comes from, so long as it works.
And before you ask, no, you can't have the radio from my kinema.
Fair. You know what, Kim? I'll find an even better radio on my own.
I highly doubt that. When I crank the volume on my dyno wave, it's like you're in the front row at the National Concert Hall.
Alright, Kim, challenge accepted.
There is no need to go out of your way to find a top-shelf radio for this purpose. As long as it's functional, that is what counts.
Can't we just use your RAIN prefect?
Absolutely not. My RAIN prefect is my livelihood. If something were to go wrong, it would be a disaster.
Fair? Do radio computers have transceivers in them?
Certainly. Though it requires a fair amount of technical finesse to remove them. Frankly, it's not worth the bother. Just find a regular radio.
I think I saw a radio in that office near the harbor.
That sounds like a perfectly adequate radio.
Alright, I guess I need to find one of these transceivers then.
In the meantime, I will gather the rest of the materials. We will meet back here when you have it.
I feel like this quest has gone a little bit away from me from starting to form a committee. Like, this is not where I was expecting. We found the friend. Then we have to contact another... Found a Sunday friend, contact a warship. And now we're building a giant transceiver? I also know of another radio. Let me think. Radio. Thinking not... Was... Kim has one as a car. Was there one in one of the lorries? Maybe. Let's just... We have to go back. It's in a lorry. Okay. Then... Was it in the lady driver? Because they needed stuff to contact. Where's your... Oh, do we have to go around? It's been a while. Yes! Oh!
This found, A to Z, abandoned by its owner.
Open.
The smell of cigarettes in air. There's something odd about the passenger seat.
Oh.
The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Peel off the cover on the passenger seat. We'll just do this quickly.
Voila. A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachon. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
The lieutenant commends you as you shift through the treasure, well worn and folded into neat squares. How did we miss this before? I guess we didn't have the perception. Fold open the topmost map.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the mess of brown and red roofs that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
Where does the road lead?
To Kuno, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Fold open the second map.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct. No storm will ever drown Revachol, the great solution to the riddle of history. Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own.
What is that sound?
The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights.
Look at the third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway. Despite the cold, figures move about cloaked in shadow, their breath escaping in white clouds that fade into the darkness. Wherever you look, the night gives cover to her messengers.
Where are they going?
They travel from eminent domain to perdition and onto the main, over the River Esperance, on Route 881 to the Old South. The exit ramp is supposed to be shut down, but there's much activity. The road spreads like the tentacles of a great octopus. Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract.
The smugglers have infiltrated the motor tract.
So it would seem.
The lieutenant examines the maps with a furrowed brow.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Where does the contraband end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Besmerti? That sounds vaguely familiar.
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Mazda. It's a dark parody.
What do you think is behind this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect.
Oh.
Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it. Somewhere on a hidden field, a flash of light, a whirring sound. Camera lenses focus on a man in a ragged police uniform, standing in a field of blood-red poppies. A blurry figure dressed in white stands right by the camera.
Oh, that's great imagery.
The bedraggled cop is holding a manure fork. "Don't hurt me," he whimpers. "But why? Why would I hurt my own peon?" asks the man in white. What kind of an animal would do such a thing?
I love esprit de corps. Return the stack of papers under the seat.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick these up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use.
Okay, remove the radio transceiver.
It takes a few moments, but eventually the transceiver slides from its greased socket mount with an eminently satisfying ching.
Oh, we got a highly advanced transceiver.
Nearly the same sound produced by the action on a good breech loader. You can't fail to notice. As you take the transceiver in your hands, the lieutenant bites his lower lip, apparently deep in thought.
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds just like an old beach loader.
Oh, I didn't mean that. It's just ironic that you are using the lady driver's radio to contact the very authorities you are so keen to evade.
Where the radio used to be, there's just a rectangular shadow now.
Funny that. Examine the transceiver.
It's about the size of a small box of pasta, but much heavier. Now that you're looking at it more closely, you realize the various dials and meters make it look vaguely like a face. A distinctive triangular logo forms the nose.
Didn't they say pasta, not paving stone?
That's the mark of Estas Electronica, one of the major manufacturers of advanced radio equipment.
You think we'll actually be able to contact the Coalition with this?
You've surprised me more than once during the course of our investigation, but I have to say, it still seems like a remote scenario.
This has got to be better than your Dino Wave.
An Esteras is certainly nothing to sniff at, but if you compare the feature sets, I would say they are more or less equivalent.
What should I say? Fine, it appears we've reached a draw.
So it would appear.
Oh, I want to say the other stuff.
Is certainly
So you're not jealous?
I've no reason to be jealous, Detective.
Lieutenant smiles to himself.
An Esteras is certainly nothing to sniff at.
It's okay, as long as it works.
It should, assuming we can find a way to replace the frequency dial.
We did everything?
Certainly,
okay.
I've no reason to be jealous, Detective.
We did all of them?
That's
okay.
the mark of
Put the transceiver
Estas.
away.
The movie stars are still
Okay.
close the rusty.
Oh, wow. It's not quite what I expected it to look like. An EH4 multimodal transceiver produced by the engineers at Estas Electronica, designed for maximum adaptability. In the case of this unit, the frequency dial has been replaced by a key. Interesting. Okay. Okay. This is not where I was expecting this to go. Oh.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Who drives these?
Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Hey Kim, check this out.
Estash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white. The colors of the Stars Ryko.
Let me try. Let me guess what happened last time, Kim. Blue and white are the colors of Zimsk. Someone painted it, got a Zimsk mad, and boom, murder happened.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires.
Okay, that's not that great.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Zhimsk community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Could our hanged man have been the driver of this car? Hate to correct you, Kim, but only 4,395 people were on that protest.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Okay. Who are the Zimsk community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
What they sentenced the killers to?
4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Kim, could our hanged man have been the driver of this car?
Could it be another Stajraiko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
Okay, he didn't hate that. He gives you a crooked smile. Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paste on this paint job.
Yes, detective?
I should have left it baby blue.
You sure you're not Zhimsk?
He shares a smile with you only for a second.
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
I like blue. Oh, that was fun. It's so fun that those are little things you can just miss. Oh yeah, I got to go to bed. I'm finishing up I'm finishing up now too, I think. But now I have to change gotta change the episode title. But I that was really fun. I'm really glad we got all that work down on the. I wasn't expecting to do all that with the dance quest, but the church quest, but that was great. I was hoping we'd get more lore about the Pale, and we really did. I wasn't quite expecting it to come from that, but that was really fun. Okay, I'm gonna finish up now to. Oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you. We'll be doing a bit of Disco Inferno in a different game tomorrow. Hi, Bryn. Thank you. I'm glad I'm giving you something else. Quite excited for whatever is going on this moralism quest. Not entirely sure when I'll do Disco quite next, but I'll figure it out. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. And I'll see you sometime soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.